Hello everyone, and welcome back to our ongoing series, Demystifying Artificial Intelligence. Today's episode is titled, Machine Learning vs. Deep Learning, What's the Real Difference? So let's get started. So guys, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the differences between machine learning and deep learning. Many people often use these terms interchangeably, but there are some key distinctions between them. First, let's understand what machine learning is. In simple terms, machine learning is like teaching a computer to learn from data and then make decisions based on that learning. For example, imagine you have a spam folder in your email that automatically sorts incoming emails into spam or not spam. As new emails come in, the computer reads them and decides whether they're spam or not, based on patterns it has learned from previously marked spam or not spam emails. Machine learning uses various algorithms to find patterns in data and make decisions. Some common algorithms include decision trees, support vector machines, and linear regression. Now let's talk about deep learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks to learn from data. These artificial neural networks are inspired by the structure and function of the human brain. They consist of layers of interconnected nodes or neurons that process and transmit information. One of the key differences between machine learning and deep learning is the type of data they require. Machine learning typically requires smaller to medium-sized datasets with clearly defined features or characteristics. On the other hand, deep learning typically requires massive amounts of data to train the neural networks effectively. Another difference is how the data is processed. In machine learning, the data is often processed in a pipeline where each step involves extracting, transforming, and cleaning the data before it is fed into the algorithm. In contrast, deep learning uses a more end-to-end approach where the neural network automatically learns features from the raw data. Let's take an example to illustrate the difference. Imagine you want to develop a system to detect fraudulent credit card transactions. In machine learning approach, you would first need to collect data on credit card transactions and then manually extract relevant features such as the amount of the transaction, the merchant, and the customer's location. You would then use a machine learning algorithm, such as decision trees or support vector machines, to learn from this data and make predictions about whether a transaction is fraudulent or not. Now let's consider the same problem using deep learning. With deep learning, you would feed the raw data, including all the details of the credit card transaction, directly into an artificial neural network. The neural network would then automatically learn the relevant features and patterns to detect fraud. So let's summarize the key differences between machine learning and deep learning. First, machine learning uses a rule-based approach, while deep learning uses a data-driven approach. Second, machine learning requires smaller data sets, while deep learning requires larger data sets. Third, machine learning uses a pipeline for data processing, while deep learning uses an end-to-end approach. Fourth, machine learning is more transparent and interpretable, while deep learning is more complex and less interpretable. And finally, machine learning is suitable for structured data, while deep learning excels in both structured and unstructured data. So which one is better? Well, it really depends on the specific situation. Machine learning is a good option when you have a smaller data set or when you need an easily interpretable model. Deep learning is a good option when you have a massive data set and when you need high accuracy. That's it for this episode. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get notified when we release new videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.